Session 8. What about his church?
If we believe all the newspaper reports and chat shows, we'd believe that the church is a dead building that is full of old people who have no fun. The very thought of church makes some people shudder with fear. This is such a dated view, and we need to see church as a place that we can be encouraged, learn about God, and how to get the best out of this life. Church can be boring at times, but then most things we do can be if we're not willing to put in the time or the effort to get the best out of it. Christians don't always do great on their own. There's no such thing as solo flight Christianity. We need someone around us to support us and love us, and who better than a person who shares the same beliefs as you? Church is a bit like going to a football match of a team we support, or a concert to see a pop star we really admire and love. Can you imagine going to a football match and seeing the best goal ever, or going to a Justin Timberlake concert and him singing right in your face? You would so want to tell someone about it. Or what if you wanted to learn how to play football better, or you wanted to copy the dance moves from the concert? You can't do this very easily on your own. It's so much better to have people around you that can get excited about these things that you love with you, or teach you stuff that you can't quite get. This is like the church. If we hang out with people who understand us and get excited about God, we're going to grow as a person and see amazing changes in our lives. The church is talked about a lot in the Bible, and is described more as a group of people who get together and a place for us to grow since Jesus is not around in person anymore, than just a building. When Paul and Barnabas came to a place called Antioch, it says they got the church together and reported on their trip, telling in detail how God had used them to throw the door of faith wide open so people of all nations could come streaming in. This just describes the church as people who believe in the same God, hanging out together and wanting to hear good things about him. I'm sure these people would have gone away feeling excited about the adventures Paul and Barnabas had had, and how God kept them safe through it all. Jesus himself talks about the church and says in Matthew 16:18 that his disciple Peter would be a great leader of many churches, and nothing would have the power to overcome that or destroy it. This shows that Jesus loves the church, as he's created it to last forever. It talks in the Bible about church being a place to get encouraged and strengthened in Acts 9:31. It also talks of God giving each person in the church a different gift or talent. Some people are amazing at teaching. Some are great at encouraging other people, helping them out, listening to their problems. Some people are really good at just standing by the door and saying hi to new people as they walk in. Whatever it is, however big or small, it's all just as important to God. As I said before, I believe that Jesus truly loves the church, and an amazing verse that describes how is this: husbands, go all out in your love for your wives, exactly as Christ did for the church, a love marked by giving, not by getting. And that is in Ephesians 5:25. What better love is there than a husband and wife who completely adore each other? And it says in the Bible that this is how Jesus loves us, the church. That much he gave his life for us. Jesus said, "I will build my church," and he has kept his promise. Reports in the newspaper and on TV would have people believe that the church is getting smaller and smaller, but they're only looking at a few types of church. The truth is that when Jesus says something, he keeps his promise. The church is actually growing at a rate of 100,000 people a day. What an awesome number! Often we don't hear about it unless we search for the information, because a lot of the growth is happening in poorer countries such as Korea and areas in Africa. The worldwide church is huge, and it's filled with people who love God and want to know more about him. And happily, this number is growing daily. Every Christian is included in that massive family. Don't you want to be a part of it?